Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Kubasi. Unai Simon. Unai Simon, gently done. Konsa. Stones. Pickford. Tomori. Unai Simon gets good distance on it. Tomori. Cucurella does well to get it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Unai Simon. Mosquera. And it's Livramento. And it's played forward, and the counter is on. Cuts out the pass. Hall. Oh, good spread. Oh, such a clever touch. Tomori. That's tidy. Konsa. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's trying the shot. Raya tries to clear. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. And it's Stones. Tomori. Oh, that's nice. Hall drives it in. And that is not finding anyone. Cucurella. Howson. Unai Simon. Howson. Unai Simon. Cucurella. Unai Simon. Cucurella. Pickford.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Played back in. Is there any support? He might not need it. He whips it. Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Spain, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Laporte. Grimaldo. Llorente. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Turns and goes back. Brilliantly cut out. Livramento. Mosquera, too strong for his opponent there. Raya. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Kubasi. Mosquera. Cucurella. Raya. Unai Simon, forwards and with intent. Tomori. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Porro. Spain yet to have an attempt on goal. Burn in acres of space out wide. Mosquera. Grimaldo. Laporte. Pedro Porro. He's in space and looking for options. Looking for a decent ball in. Well, now here's a good battle. There's the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Mosquera. Kubasi. Howson. Pedro Porro. Howson. Cucurella. That's really well manoeuvred. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Paul, oh, it's played into the area. Consa. And it's Livramento. Livramento played out towards the right wing. He is just caressing the ball. And the shot! Burn goes short. Lovely feet. A chance to play it in. Burn. Looking for support. And he shoots. And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Grimaldo. That has been cut short. Pickford shifted upfield. Livramento. Played out to the right. Nice control. Stones. Hall. He's having a shot! Just off target.
Livramento is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Mosquera. Raya. Kubasi. Mosquera. Laporte. Raya, aim forwards. Out for a throw. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Henderson sends that a long way. Cucurella. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Howson. And it's Porro. This is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Nice physical challenge. Cucurella. Crunching tackle. It's run loose here. No foul, says the referee. Moved on forwards. And that could set him on his way. And it's Hall. Tomori. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Grimaldo. Gehi with a fine tackle. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
England are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
He's in plenty of space here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. The cross. Unai Simon attempts a clearance. Ball is over the line. Tomori. That's very neat. Tomori has been caught there, it's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Cucurella getting this one clear. And it's Stones. Back into the middle. Liverman chance! Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. That is lovely. Oh, some tackle that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Ball's gone out of play. Howson. Throw in. Howson, and that's aimed into the middle. Tomori with the clearance. In once more. And the keeper has it. And it's Livramento. Out to the right. Well read, nice interception. Kubasi. Mosquera. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Gehi. Maguire. Gehi. Pickford. Stones. Pickford shifted upfield. Stones. Tomori. Pickford. Tomori. They've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Pickford. Tomori. Pickford. Tomori. Pickford. Konsa. Tomori. Pickford. Stones. Tomori. Pickford. Tomori. Pickford. Tomori. Konsa. Laporte. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro chips it through. And that is going out for a goal kick. Tomori. England can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Konsa. Stones. Hall. Konsa. Tomori. Gets into some space. Now the cross. Tries to get it clear. Shot, surely! Goal, England! And right on half-time, that is telling. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
England, and that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Spain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Gehi aimed forwards. Hall done delicately. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Maguire. Stones. Livramento. And a chance! Keeper's not concerned by that. Laporte. Kubasi. Grimaldo. Raya. Raya, gently done. Gehi. Pickford. And it's played forward. It's a throw-in. That'll be a throw-in. it's Llorente. Konsa, no, again there's no way through. Byrne. Livramento. That's really well manoeuvred. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Konsa. Pickford. Tomori. And it's Hall. Livramento. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Good, strong hand by the keeper. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
There'll be a throw-in. Pickford. Stones. Hall. That has found him in acres of space. He's free, he has got space. And can he finish it? A real chance and a real let-off.
I heard about that touch, Peter. I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection.
Laporte. Kubasi. Raya. Laporte. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. And it's Grimaldo. Laporte. Kubasi. Laporte. Stones. Spain still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Gehi. Maguire, gently done. Livramento, over to the left. Now can he find a finish? Decent chance! In he goes again! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Livramento at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
England are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Kubasi.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Byrne, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Maguire. Stones. Maguire. Gehi. That's good play. Plenty waiting in the middle. Pau Kubasi does really well to win the ball there. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Laporte. Kubasi. And it's Laporte. Laporte puts it. Maguire has given away a free kick. Maguire gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
That's really well cleared. Burn. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Livramento. Unai Simon. Cucurella. Raya. Cucurella. Stones. Tomori. Pickford. Tomori. Pickford. Tomori. Konsa. Stones. Pickford. That's really well manoeuvred. Laporte. Oh, good spread. Nice touch. And it's Laporte. Played into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Howson. Cucurella. Tries to dink it through. Tomori getting this one clear. Aimed in towards the centre. And he shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Maguire. Stones. Tomori. Stones. Oh, it's come loose. Cucurella did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Mosquera, and it's Laporte. Grimaldo. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Pedro Porro plays it short. Effort. He flew in with courage.
Marcos Llorente instinctively knew that it was his best option. The planning beat the execution, though.
And it's Grimaldo. Cucurella. Out to the left it goes. Howson played in. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Stones. Pickford. And he cuts out the supply. Raya. Pedro Porro. Muscular approach does pay off here. And that was very necessary. Cucurella.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Konsa. Pickford. Stones. 75 minutes played. It's a good run down the right. Tomori. He has found a way through. Fired deep towards the back post. Burn. Back in once more. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Llorente. Mosquera. Played out to the right.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Llorente.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Cucurella. Cucurella. Lobbed in behind.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Tries a measured ball. Cleared away. Goes for finesse. Good save. Keeper read that well.
There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result.
Maguire. Pau Kubasi wins the duel this time.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Llorente. And it's Grimaldo. So who's he picking out?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Konsa. Moved on forwards. Spain are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. England clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Raya. Cucurella shifted upfield. Yehi. Burn. That's been slipped through.
England really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Into the last 5 minutes.
Look, their supporters must be going balmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Howson. Mosquera. Yehi. Maguire. Laporte. And it's played forward. Llorente! Good strike, quite an alarm. Yehi. Maguire. Yehi. Maguire. And it's Livramento. And there's green grass ahead of him. Get a throw in. Maguire. Big chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Howson with the clearance. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Pedro Porro, aim forwards. Llorente! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Proves too strong. Cucurella. Laporte. And it's Grimaldo. Picks it up out wide. Laporte. Chance for Hernus. Tries to get it clear. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Spain perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining, and a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So it's down to business here. Mosquera. Howson. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Cucurella. Mosquera. Laporte. Grimaldo. Henderson gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Kubasi. And it's Laporte. Showing good feet. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Konsa gets rid without sophistication. Unai Simon. Stones. Gehi. Byrne. Searching pass he's played there. And he's heaved it away. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Kubasi. Raya. Moved on forwards. And it's Grimaldo. Kubasi. Tomori. Maguire. Konsa. Stones. Tomori. Konsa. Proves too strong. Pickford. Tomori. Pickford. Tomori. Stones. Pickford. Aim forwards.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Cucurella. Unai Simon. Laporte. Hall.
England, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Unai Simon gets good distance on it. Tomori. Succumbs to the pressure. Cucurella. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Pedro Porro. Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Byrne. Ball is over the line. Maguire. That has found him in acres of space. Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Livramento clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've played it short. Tomori, now here's the delivery. Grimaldo proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Llorente. And it's Llorente. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Llorente has been caught there, it's a foul. Big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And here's Llorente! England getting a much welcomed breather here. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Pickford, still goalless. It's a throw-in. Cucurella. Mosquera. Real chance!
Grimaldo has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Gahey. Maguire. Gahey. And it's played forward. Well, that's well seen too. Howson. Unai Simon. Mosquera. That's really well manoeuvred. Pickford. Konsa. Tomori. Konsa. Stones. Pickford. Stones. Maguire. Gahey. Out for a throw. Gehi. Delivered across. And it's hoisted clear. And the counter is on. Pedro Porro shifted upfield, and he's managed to get free. Llorente had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Very nicely done. And it's Hall. He is just caressing the ball. Brilliantly cut out. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Grimaldo forwards and with intent. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Gehi. Gehi shifted upfield. Burn. Gehi. Konsa. Oh, it's come loose. Grimaldo. That has been cut short. Tomori. Oh, that's well done, really robust. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pedro Porro. Howson. Unai Simon. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Cucurella. Howson. Throw it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Hangs in a cross. Defending of the desperate variety. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Burn. England keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Stones. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Konsa. Tomori. Mosquera. Cucurella played with finesse. Konsa. Stones. Konsa. Burn. He is through here. Fires it in low. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Laporte. Howson. Cucurella. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Hall. Tomori. Aim forwards. Hall. He has found a way through. That had too much on it. Pedro Porro. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. That's a throw. Pickford. Some good work on the right flank here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's Porro. Howson. Pedro Porro. That has been clubbed away. Spain have reclaimed it. Mosquera. Laporte. This is gone, that's a foul. Pickford. Konsa. Stones. Tomori. That is a great pick out. Hall. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And it's Grimaldo. He's shifting through the gears here. Well timed, excellent interception. Mosquera does really well to win the ball there. Raya. Howson. Pedro Porro. Howson. Pedro Porro. Howson. Pedro Porro. Howson. Pedro Porro. Plenty waiting in the middle. That has been knocked clear. Maguire. Gehi. Maguire. Konsa. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are back underway.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
He slings it in. Mosquera. Deftly away. And that's put paid to a promising move. Gehi. Stones. Tomori. Great run on the overlap here. He's got away. not too long, and over the line. Lovely feet. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And that has been cleared. They get a throw in. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's been taken short. It's Porro. Livramento. Stones. Grimaldo. Laporte. Grimaldo. Laporte. Grimaldo. Spain to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. That's a promising run he's making on the right. He has found the way through. Ah, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Can he deliver? Pedro Porro. Pau Kubasi, backward it goes. Alex Grimaldo delivers. Konsa. Stones. Foden. Foden. Livramento. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Shoots! Spectacular save! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Unai Simon clears it away. Pedro Porro shifted upfield. Unai Simon, gently done. Maguire. Burn. Got away with one there. It's Grimaldo. Now it's Llorente. Grimaldo. Kubasi. That's tiny. Grimaldo, and that's aimed into the middle. That's an excellent interception. So who's he picking out? A real chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Pedro Porro plays it short. He can get that clear. Cross needs to be good. Here's a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Cucurella. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. That's good play. Aimed in towards the centre. Gehi. That's really well manoeuvred. Livramento. And he's on his way! Raya forwards with intent, and it's Porro. Ball swung in. Oh, that's not going to find its target. Konsa moved on forwards. Maguire. Gehi. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Unai Simon. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Howson. And it's Porro. Hit into the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper. Gehi. Maguire. Gehi. Pickford. Stones. Tomori. He is through here. Oh, that's neat. Stones. Lovely bit of skill. Foden. Oh, such a clever touch. Goes for a shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Grimaldo. Oh, can he get onto this? Kubasi. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Henderson Long ball by the goalkeeper. Cucurella. Howson. Mosquera. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. England can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. And here's Foden. England making another change here. And it's Llorente. Physical challenge. Llorente. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ryan. Kubasi. And he goes cross-field.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Tomori, just about up to 75 minutes. England getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Bellingham. Maguire. Gehi.
Well, what we're seeing here is a recipe for winding up your supporters. They're over-elaborating on the ball when someone should be taking responsibility to release it forward. You can sense the frustration all around.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Plenty to aim at here. Rashford. And the finish! He'll try to keep this alive. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
England clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's played forward. Llorente. Pedro Porro. That's really well manoeuvred. Llorente with the cross. Danger averted for now.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Howson shifted upfield. And it's Porro. Llorente. Gehi gets it clear.
Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Bellingham. Oh, he's in! And he'll shoot here! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Keeper's got good distance on that.
Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Bellingham. Tomori. That's a nicely shaped ball. Livramento.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Laporte. Pedro Porro.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
Mosquera. Howson. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's nice. Pedro Porro. Time to deliver. That is lovely. Now it's Llorente. Chooses to go back. Maguire wins the duel this time. Shapes to shoot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Tries a deft little ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Bellingham. Tomori. And here's Foden. Nice control. Maguire. That's a fabulous chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. That might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Tomori played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Cleared without complication. Gehi. Konsa. Bellingham. Foden. Ooh, delicate chip through. There's the shot!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ryan. Howson aim forwards. Llorente powering forward here. Gehi. Maguire.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now this could be a chance. Spain to make one last surge for... Great chance! Oh, no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Yehi. Spain, moments now away from seeing this one out. Foden providing an outlet on that flank. Al-Kubasi can get it clear. And the ball's come loose here. Well, now here's a could-be danger here. And that has been cleared. And he's there to get it away. And that will be the final act. Spain have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it.
There's the whistle. Mosquera. And he cuts out the supply. Stones. Hall. Howson. Now it's Llorente. Llorente chips it through. Maguire. Laporte gets a foot in here. Mosquera. Cucurella. Probing pass. Defending of the desperate variety. And claimed it back swiftly. Kubasi. Grimaldo could try cutting inside here. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries a measured ball. Maguire. He's in a good position here. Over to the left. Maguire. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he deliver? And the shot! Stones. Konsa. So who's he picking out? Byrne opts to play it back. It's Stones. Pedro Porro. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Stones. Moved on forwards. Tomori. Hall. Unai Simon. Mosquera. Cucurella. Mosquera. Mosquera forwards and with intent. Laporte. Kubasi. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Tomori. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Laporte gently done. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. That is lovely. Maguire. Hall. Danger averted for now. Tomori. Konsa. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Burn. Maguire. Quarter of an hour played. Spain yet to have an attempt on goal. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Raya. Kubasi. Aim forwards. He is through here. Oh, that's nice. How Kubasi takes a shot! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
Unai Simon. Cucurella. Mosquera. Llorente played out towards the right wing. That's good play. The ball is loose and the chase is on. It's Livramento. Hall. Byrne. He has found the way through. Byrne showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Grimaldo. Laporte. Mosquera. And here's Llorente. Played out to the right. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected